welcome to Channel 6 News, where we interview schools about their issues. Today we will be interviewing El Camino Real Charter High School faculty and students concerning bathroom issues.
Many schools across the country experience problems with their students. Either they are doing drugs in the bathroom or vandalizing it. Regardless, it causes schools to take action that the children don't appreciate. Majority of schools lock up their bathrooms or force security guards to barge into them to check up on them.
So that's a tricky question because I don't go in the bathrooms with the security guards and the students, but I know that security guards are supposed to monitor the bathrooms, especially at the end of nutrition and lunch and things like that, making sure that students do what they need to do and then go to class. So I know that's what their role is, but are you asking how I feel about it?
Yeah, how you feel.
And as far as I think it's a tricky situation. My hope would be that students do what they need to do in the bathroom, and that they don't really need adult supervision, but however, that hasn't always been the case. The TikTok trend of destroying bathrooms has caused increased security.
I think the issue with bathroom patrol is bathrooms are supposed to be a private place where you go to the bathroom. To put someone standing in there seems a little out of the ordinary. You try to put people outside and then just walk in and check. Again, is it effective? 100%? Probably not, but I mean, that's the best thing right now where we can try to get kids not to smoke in the bathrooms.
I personally wouldn't want to have them check the restrooms all the time. But I think right now, taking into consideration some of the things that are happening in the bathrooms, we have to have some of the safety officers go in and check in the bathrooms to make sure that students feel safe using the restrooms, that they are safe while using the restroom, and that other things are not taking place in the bathrooms like vaping or tagging, things of that nature.
So it depends. I think it all depends on what kind of drug it is. We find a lot of vaping in the bathroom, so they'll go to the dean's office, get a phone call home, and then sent to a Tarzana treatment center to educate them on the ills of, vaping. Other types of drugs may be a little more serious. Police might be involved if it's illicit or illegal drugs.
So if the safety officer happens to catch him smoking or vaping in the bathroom, they need to call one of the deans or an administrator to go there and assist and help him with a search. The safety officers are not to search students by themselves, so they always need to have someone else with them. If they just happen to walk into a bathroom and they just either smell it or they see smoke, but they haven't necessarily seen the student smoking, then they can bring him to the dean's office, and then in there we will do a search. Well, when the safety officers go into the bathroom or the administrators go into the bathroom, we're just really looking to make sure that kids are using the bathrooms in a respectful way and what they are meant for, right? That they're not necessarily just hanging out there all period and ditching class, or that they're not using the restrooms to do things that they're not supposed to. Like I said, either vaping or writing, tagging, things like that.
The idea of a bin, I think, is a good idea, but I think that alone demonstrates that we need to do more education about potential drug use that's occurring. I would hope that that's not what's happening in our bathrooms, but if it is, then we certainly have a responsibility to do something about that.
I don't think the school would be opposed. I think, again, it comes back to educating students, and if we can educate students so they know the ills of vaping and can dispose of it so they don't continue to vape, then I think that would be an excellent idea.
It's definitely something that we can look into. I know that one thing we are looking into is putting smoke detectors in the bathrooms. So then that would alert the dean's office if there's anything happening in the restrooms, and then it will also detect noise. So if there's a large group of students gathering in the restroom or a fight happens to break in the bathroom, then it would alert the dean's office so we can go and check it out. Well, if the students are using drugs, I mean, it's really getting to the root of the cause. What is making the student go to that, I don't want to say extreme, but what's really the cause of what they're using? I think, yes, there's going to have to be consequences, because ultimately this is a school. We want to make sure that kids feel safe, and this is not the place for these things to take place. But that at the same time, I think as adults we need to understand that a lot of the times when the kids are smoking, that there's a deeper cost to it. And once we get to that, I think it's about providing the support that they need besides the discipline consequence. So whether that is through the wellness center, whether that's through counseling, I think it's important for us to always get to the bottom of what's really taking place and what the student is going through.
We have to find a good balance. I think as a society, we need to do a better job in educating our kids and letting them know what are the effects, not only short-term effects, but long-term effects of drug use.
I do think that there should be some sort of process for when students go to the bathroom, especially during class. For example, when I was in high school, we actually had to sign into the bathroom and sign out, so that, because you have to remember that the adults on campus are legally responsible to what happens. I mean, I think that maybe the school could do a better job of just like explaining that there are consequences when we're not using the bathroom for its intended purpose, and then maybe we wouldn't need so many security guards going into bathrooms.
Yes, because I feel like they could do anything to me at any given moment.
Yes, I do.
How come?
So for one instance, I was going to the bathroom and I was in the stalls just minding my own business, like taking care of my own stuff. And then they would just like bang on like the stall doors and I'd just be like very uncomfortable. And I've seen like a lot of this happen throughout campus, and I just feel like it's very inconvenient. I don't go to the bathroom all the time, but like there has been instances I have seen people doing things in there, but like they all get caught. Like it's like an everyday occurrence.
Maybe some occasions I wouldn't have seen the actual thing, but on some occasions, yeah.
Yeah, bro, I'll just be like in there and then there's like 20 dudes and then they're like running in your face and stuff. It's like you kind of annoying.
Yeah, and it's a secondary pollutant too, so it's really bad for your respiratory system. And I just feel really unsafe in a school environment where I should be feeling safe.
Yeah, bro, I just hate when they blow me.
I think that like not locking the bathrooms would be a good idea, because I know they've been doing that a lot. But I think they should just have like security guards like posted like, outside of the bathroom. Or like a lot of schools are like implementing like smoke detectors now for like vaping and everything. So yeah, I think those would be like great to just fix that problem.
Open up all of the bathrooms. They have like 4 floors and like 2 buildings, but they only keep one open and then they like rotate it. Like it makes no sense. You have to like walk all the way across the campus just to like use the bathroom, and then when you go, there's like 20 people in there. Like it's just unsanitary, and they still haven't put the soap down.
Maybe open up some of the other restrooms. I mean, we have plenty of restrooms, but only like one of them is open at a time. It just gets like annoying to go through different ones, especially as people miss their like class time trying to find a restroom that's open.
Thank you for joining us today. Come join us next week. We will interview faculty and staff regarding cafeteria food and how it can be improved.